Hare Krishna everyone from Switzerland. As you can see from the background and also from my last video on this channel, I am back in Switzerland after 1 month of vrindavan. And in this video I would like to share some far out news. About 2-3 hours ago, a friend of mine called me from the temple and said, Mila, we need urgently one choli for Srimati Radharani for Janmastami, that is now this Monday, today is Friday. And luckily I have the silk, the color that they need, and then I said yes, of course I'm going to sew. So in this video there are 2 things I would like to share with you. First, I want you to take darshan of my newly painted Radha. This 1 month in Vrindavan I took my Radha with me because the color of my shyam was peeling off because of daily abhishek and oil massage, so I was advised not to use oil, and I might reduce the number of abhisheks I used to do every single morning for the last 20 years, but I might do 2-3 times a week now because I'm afraid of the color, or I might just not use oil, only water. Let's see, I'm still in the process of thinking. I might ask some higher authorities about that. And then second thing is I would like to show you how I will sew this choli for Srimati Radharani. My dear Sanatani friends, now it's time for Darshan, the lotus feet of my Shyam Sundar, freshly, newly painted, and then the lotus hands, and the lotus face of my Krishna. Look how beautiful his eyes came. This painter, really, I highly recommend. He did it together with his daughter Radhika. And this is Srimati Radharani. Of course, we are hiding her lotus feet. And then it's the hands, beautiful with the betel nut. First she put green, but I wanted yellowish golden, so she repainted that one. And the eyes are almost the same like the eyes she had before, even though I slightly prefer the old eyes, maybe because I am used to it, and if I don't make connection with eyes of Thakurji, then it's a problem. But I like it. I liked dark blue. So this is how my Radheshyam came. Please let me know down in the comments if you like it, if you have any suggestions. Would be amazing to hear from you. And now let's start with sewing the cholis. I already took out the boxes. I have 4 such boxes. They're full of silk and different materials. And one more I have over there that is full of borders. Here are the patterns. In these patterns, luckily I still keep the pattern of, here it is, of our Srimati Radharani in the temple. This is the pattern for her choli. So let's do it together. So friends, I'm putting this white cloth because on this table I eat, so it's not clean so much, even though of course I cleaned with water and all, but still I think it's nice to put some white cloth on the top of it. And Bernina, this is Swiss brand. It is called the Queen of Sewing Machines. It is the best quality sewing machine you can buy in Switzerland. And because I didn't use it for quite some time, now I put it on off. You'll see here. But it doesn't react. Like last time I got a shock, but actually I googled and it says then I have to wait 10 to 20 minutes until the machine is reactivated again. So while I'm waiting for the machine to restart, I'm going to prepare everything. This is the silk. It's royal blue. The patterns. And in this bag I have only Krishna's paraphernalia, means things that I only use for Krishna, like special scissors only for silk. This is for cotton and other material, needles and things like that. Now what is important is that the fabric on which you are working is nicely ironed. I just ironed these parts. You see this here is not. So lines like this would be a disturbance when you sew, especially sew fine things. And then we put the pattern here, and then with a pen or pencil, whatever you have, we mark the pattern on the fabric. I have drawn the pattern on the silk. I used white pencil so that you can see it better, and me as well. And now what we're gonna do is we will cut here around, leaving about 1 centimeter space from the line, like this. Now what we have to do is we have to place this on the top of the material again, because we need lining. As you can see now, I have pinned this, and now I have to cut again around. Okay, now it's time to sew this, and I have to choose a color from here. Yep, this one is a perfect match. What is important here is that you don't sew all the way through, but you leave little gap here, and you will see later why. Next step is I have to cut the fabric between the thread here and the edge of the fabric should be just 5 millimeters distance, because we're gonna go zigzag. We're gonna sew zigzag here with the machine in order to prevent these threads coming out. And then when you come to the corner, you have to cut like this 90 degree, like that. Every corner should be like that. Here also, here also, and one more. So now let's sew this zigzag. Here. Okay, this step is also done now. Everywhere is zigzag around. Next is we have to turn the material inside out. So what is inside will come out, and that is why I mentioned before we have to leave one hole here where we can turn the material like this. I usually put my finger inside and then I turn it. It takes a little bit time and patience. And I usually do this with the help of a needle, like this. Oops, I pricked my finger. At this stage it looks a mess, but then with the needle you pull out the material. See? Came out like this. This is the sleeve. I just will have to iron. I will do the same with all 5 pieces. Dear friends, I just finished the choli. It took me little less than 2 hours, but because this video will be uploaded before Janmashtami, I can't show you the end result, how it looks like, because it is for the pleasure of Srimati Radharani and she should see it first. So maybe in one of the next videos I will show you how it looks like. And at the end, I would like to read one poem from my book. I think the sun knows. I think it perfectly fits right now in my current situation, because I'm really feeling so much separation from Shri Vrindavan Dham. And this book, actually, I wrote it when I was feeling separation from Sri Vrindavan Dham during COVID time. And I will read you one of my favorite poems. I'm broken, but this is how it works. To feel the separation and yet to be close. To be lost and then be found. To fall and then be lifted. To die and then be reborn. This pain is the light that arouses the power to choose, and I will choose you as long as I live. You know, I'm not afraid of losing you because I have already lost myself in you. So if you run away from me, I will run with you. When I sleep, you are my dream. When I'm awake, you are my existence. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Dikhane ke liye bahut dhanyavad, and see you soon again in the next vlog, and that will be the Janmashtami vlog. Hare Krishna, sabko mile Shri Vrindavan Dham.